Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let us spoink on in.
Oh, cool.
Spoink.
Nice.
Spoink.
Boing.
Okay, so we start with you guys in the Has-Been Hotel. The 3-star hotel you guys decided... Hey, you know what I realized? What I just realized?
You named it after a show?
No, that we didn't do a recap.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Alright, let's spoink on out.
I think
Spoink
we need
on
to...
out, we gotta go back.
No, I think we need to redo the intro.
No. We can cut it out in post.
You guys want to roll with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we are spoinking on out. Hello everyone, welcome to the Path Through Time. I'm Dakota, your PM, your DM, your GM. And sitting to my left is someone who absolutely despises Dr. Pepper Cherry.
It's me, Evelyn. I love Dr. Pepper Cherry. I mean, I love Dr. Pepper and I love cherry flavored soda, but I've never tried Dr. Pepper Cherry, so I'm gonna give it a try now. And I've got somebody with me whose random number generator keeps crashing.
Yeah, this is exactly why I just use real dice. They're so much more reliable. And I've got someone sitting across from me who's trying to figure out what the best kind of apple in New York is.
You know, I just kind of like apples. They're my favorite. I like apple pie, apple fritter, apple. Just put apples in something, or just give me an apple. I like apples. They're all good.
Yeah,
good.
So,
apple good.
As a disclaimer, you guys have probably already seen the length of this episode. It is going to be a little bit shorter than normal. We ran into some technical issues before the recording and had to restart the intro. So this episode is going to be a little bit shorter than usual, just because we are starting 50 minutes later than we normally do. So sorry about that. But without
shorter episodes.
Without further ado, let us
hang on.
Oh,
recap.
Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. No, I actually have to say this. So last time we did the intro, we actually forgot the recap, and we restarted the intro, and I almost forgot the recap again. That tells you how prepared I am for this. All right, everybody, roll me a d4.
We're gonna do this again instead of just.
That was me dropping it.
Yes, we are doing this again.
I got a 1 again.
2.
Oh, I got a 3 this time.
Watch me get a 4. I can't type. Oh my gosh, I actually got a 4.
So you do it?
You did actually get a 4.
Yeah, so I guess I'm doing the recap this time. Alright, so last time, Bruce definitely did not set fire to a house on purpose. And
that was the previous episode.
Oh, that's where we left off. You guys started the episode with you guys trying to... Well, first you guys decided to not save the person who was dying inside the burning building, or who you assume is dying. And you guys ran around, tried to find a water type to put out the fire. You guys eventually ended up by the beach. And you guys... Oh yeah, the train station. So there was a train station on the beach because that's how train stations work in this universe, apparently. We went down the train station, got some pierogies, got on the train that I had Evelyn describe.
The train station is in the beach.
It is.
Yeah, it's in the beach.
Right, it's underwater. Yes, it is quite literally in the beach. You guys hopped on the train that Evelyn described for us very nicely, I might say, and you guys got absolutely no sleep on the whole ride there, except for Walter, who got some really great sleep. You guys arrived, and you got a 3-star hotel called the Has-Been Hotel, where you guys where we all ended the episode. So that is where we are picking up from.
To be fair, we tried, we thought about going into saving Walter's dad, but Walter's just like, nah.
Yeah, that is true. Walter didn't want to save him just because he's been an abusive...
We discussed it.
Yeah, well, Walter's dad's an abusive jerk, so I'm sure he deserved it. Right, without further ado, let us jump on in.
Womp, womp, womp.
Yes, the classic sound of jumping. Womp, womp.
It's the
That
Mario
might be a
pipe.
Munchlax is jumping.
Maybe. Okay.
I was looking into Munchlax lore. I was reading all his dex entries. He eats his entire weight of food every day.
Oh, so Sammy's been starving, is what you're saying. Okay. Right. So now let us once again jump on in. We start with you guys in the 3-star hotel, the Hasbin Hotel. You all wake up to the sound of pounding on your door. Bang, bang, bang! Mail for Walter! Mail for Walter! And you hear the sound of sliding paper on the floor. Walter hops up out of bed after a night of sleep, and he
Sammy's
looks
still
around.
sleeping. He is out.
Do you want Sammy to roll a perception check?
Yeah, sure it is.
Go for it.
I didn't open my character sheet. Look at me. I am also unprepared.
Sammy also slept with us?
We got one room.
Yeah, you all got
Oh,
one
yeah.
room for the 4 of you.
Yeah.
Because rooms are expensive in the 3-star hotel.
You guys
Six.
could. Yeah, you don't wake up. So everyone else wakes up, I'm assuming, unless you guys
Yeah.
want to also roll perception checks.
What
But it is
time
very
is it?
loud banging.
What time would you say it is?
say- I'll say it's like 8 o'clock. Definitely not because it's
Okay.
8
PM?
o'clock right now in IRL time.
So I think Bruce would have been awake for at least half an hour now.
Okay. So, okay, in that case, well, it's 8 o'clock now, so did Bruce do anything significant in the 30 minutes leading up to this point?
Are there any newspapers in this room or the hotel?
Bold of you to assume Bruce reads the newspaper.
Yeah, both of you to assume Bruce reads the newspaper. You were giving me flack about making Bruce read the newspaper before.
Yeah, and then you gave me something interesting that Bruce now cares about in said newspaper. Now
I'm gonna
Bruce has a reason to read the newspaper.
Okay, there is no newspaper inside the hotel room. If you wish to seek out a newspaper, you will have to leave the room, which will require a stealth check if you do not want to wake the others up. So we're retconning a little bit and saying it is 7:30. And Bruce is the
Okay.
only one awake.
In that case, I think Bruce is just gonna start doing like his normal morning routine, like, get up, stretch, and just like whatever Cyndaquils do.
Do you spend 30
And-
minutes stretching, or is there...
Well, no, like there's like usual freshening up kind of thing, getting ready for the day, that sort of thing.
Okay, at any point does Bruce leave the room?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'm not gonna
Half
make
an
you
hour
roll for
isn't
that.
long enough to do much investigating, so.
Does he get
Okay.
breakfast?
Oh, that's a good
Um,
point. He probably orders breakfast if there's like room service or anything provided
Maybe.
with the hotel room.
You would have had to pay extra for it. I didn't think about that in advance, so I'm gonna say you guys did not. And I'm gonna say there's a... What's the word I'm looking for? Complimentary breakfast in the lobby.
Okay.
Oh,
Since-
is it a continental breakfast?
And it's just your typical waffles, sausages, pancakes, stuff
Okay,
you typically
then-
see in a hotel
Then
breakfast
yes,
lobby.
Bruce would go out to the lobby to get breakfast.
Alright, roll me stealth, which is cool, I believe, but I am going to double
Stealth is
check.
cool, yes.
Well, that's cool.
Whatever he does, we know he won't wake up Sam because he is out and we have rolled for that.
You've already rolled for that, so unless you roll lower than a 5, or lower than a 6.
Well, I roll a 13.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's I'm gonna say unless you guys want no, you don't wake anyone up. You open and close the door without waking anyone up. You guys had the room that was closest to the lobby, so as soon as you guys exit the room, you can see that there's like a breakfast in the lobby next to you guys. It's only a few paces away, so
Yeah.
typical things, waffles, sausages, what I just described.
Yep. Cool. So Bruce has breakfast.
Okay, cool. We're gonna cut over to the people in the room that are 5 feet away. It is now 8 o'clock, and once again, bang, bang, bang goes the door, and some guy says, mail for Walter, Everyone wakes up except for Sammy apparently, and Walter hops up out of bed and picks up a piece of paper off the floor.
Hikaru's like, what is
Oop.
it?
I rolled the wrong die. Okay.
The wrong guy.
All right. So I'm gonna say Walter picks up this piece of paper, and before he does anything with it, he wants to make sure you all are there. So he's going to look over at you, Hikaru, since he just heard you groaning, I guess is the right word to say.
Hikaru's groaning.
And he's like, he sees that Sammy's not awake. He's like, Hikaru, hey, I got a piece of mail. You want to check this out real quick? Do you think we should? Yeah, let's wake the others up. And he goes over to Sammy and starts shaking you. Roll a perception check against Sammy's strength, I'm gonna say.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, hang on.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Against my strength, like my strength modifier.
Is that the right roll, actually?
Athletics strength would be athletics, which would be tough. I think.
Yeah. Let me
Right?
make sure
Yeah.
that is modifier. Okay.
So am I just rolling tough? I'm confused.
Let's just roll me straight luck. If you roll lower than what Walter rolled, then we'll say you woke up.
Nat 20.
Oh no.
Sammy is out. Walter rolled a 7. So
Oh man.
Oh, boy.
yeah, Sammy is out. You didn't sleep well or at all on the train, and you are just out of it. So Walter glances over at Hikaru and it's like, yeah, that's not gonna work. I guess. Hey, wait a minute. Where's Bruce? He looks around the room and doesn't see Bruce.
Oh
And
no.
he looks back to you.
I wonder if he took a walk somewhere.
And Sammy is the one who would know that Bruce wakes up earlier. And he's asleep.
So Walter is going to say like do you think we should wait for Bruce, or do you just he holds up the piece of paper questioningly.
Wait for Bruce. Well, I think we could go outside and see if he's there. You know,
I mean, I guess
look around the perimeter of the hotel, maybe.
if he left, he could be anywhere by now. Do you think he went and saw Blair by himself? Do you think he's at Blair's already? Wait, why would he do it by himself?
He is the one that has the address. That is likely.
Yeah. So
Oh,
he marches over to the door and opens it. I'm going to... No, you rolled a nat 20. Nothing's waking you up. So he marches over to the door. He gestures for Hikaru to follow him.
I don't know if this is like some weird dumb luck of being a Munchlax and having good sleeping. I don't know.
I mean, it's in character.
He's got a good food coma.
Yeah.
Munchlax, when Sammy finally wakes up, he's gonna have like an extra half of his health as like temporary HP.
Oh, actually,
Oh yeah, I get to take away my damage I got from last time.
You sure do. You get a long rest.
nothing. I definitely didn't roll a nat 1 for a background check.
No.
So Walter gestures for you to follow him as he heads out the door. I take it you're
So
following
I'll
him?
follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure. So we cut over to Bruce. I take it you're still in the lobby, right?
Oh yeah, I'm just eating whatever continental breakfast they had.
Okay,
Probably some
so
pancakes.
as soon as Walter and Hikaru exit the room, you can basically see them. And you guys all lock eyes.
Hey, Bruce.
Time for a battle. Keep locked eyes.
Oh, hey Bruce, you didn't let us know you were leaving.
I was just going to get breakfast. You guys
fair
knew
enough,
there was
I
a
guess.
continental breakfast that was free with our room, didn't you?
Ugh,
Yeah,
I'm so
definitely. Yeah, definitely. So, seeing that Walter's saying that Bruce is okay, he's gonna walk over to the breakfast and start making himself some breakfast since it's there. He might as well.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think my brain was off the whole time when we checked into the hotel.
Oh, right,
I
Bruce.
don't remember something like that.
The whole reason we even came looking for you. Actually, you probably would have heard. We got some mail. I'm going to say Bruce probably would have seen the Pokemon knocking on the door since you were basically
Yeah.
right there.
Probably.
It was a Pelipper.
Okay. Yeah, it was the usual Pelipper mailman just dropped it off not too long ago.
Oh, okay. And he holds up a piece of paper. Yeah, it's right here. Sammy's out. Let's say I can't wake him up. Do you want to wait for him, or do you want to?
I know just
Just-
how to wake Sammy up. We've been friends for
boy.
years.
Oh
I-
boy.
I swear to Arceus above, if you set this hotel on fire, and with that,
No, I'm going to go over to the continental breakfast serving area and grab whatever kind of bacon substitute they have because
Oh, shit.
no meat, but there's got to be some sort of bacon thing. And
yeah,
just
there's
grab
bacon.
some bacon.
Yeah, there's vegan bacon. It's Boca bacon.
Yeah. So yep.
Okay,
So I'm
everything.
grabbing some Boca bacon, and just gonna sort of walk back over to the room and just waft it in Sammy's direction.
Okay.
Get all that good smell.
I need
I guess an important question is: are you just at the door, or do you go up to Sammy?
Oh, I go up to Sammy. I
Okay,
hold the bacon just out of reach.
I need Sammy to roll Constitution with triple disadvantage, and I want that's 4 d20s. I want
Oh, okay.
I want Bruce to roll a d20 for just straight up luck. If Sammy gets a roll lower than Bruce's, he'll wake up.
You're lucky I have 4 d20s.
Constitution is wisdom, which should be. I always forget. Is that beauty?
I think that
That's
one's
beauty.
Okay. Yeah, it's beauty.
Okay. I got 2 8s, a 15, and a 4.
Okay,
And I
so
An 11.
okay, yeah. Sammy just springs awake at the slightest hint of Boca bacon.
Sammy gets up and does that caveman SpongeBob meme pose. Looking back and forth.
I know
Where's
exactly.
the bacon? What? Bruce!
Hey, Sammy. The others couldn't wake
I
you
tackled
up,
him.
so I had to take the extreme measures. I brought you a plate of bacon. There's more
tackled him.
continental breakfast out in the lobby.
I tackle him.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what?
I'm diving for that bacon, man. I am hungry.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Sure. Sammy rolls strength against Bruce's dexterity.
Okay.
14 plus 1 is 15.
Oh. I got another 11.
And Sammy has. Shawn, you with us?
Yes.
Okay. What?
I was waiting for you to tell me what I did.
You're rolling.
I said 7. I said 14 plus 1 is 15.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have either
Yeah.
blanked out because I was posting a picture of SpongeBob in the group chat. So
I was just holding out the plate of bacon, and I guess
Yes, and animal instincts kicked in.
okay, so Sammy rolled a 15. Eli rolled an 11. Is that correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Eli falls to the ground. Boca bacon everywhere. And Sammy is on top of Bruce.
Get off me! You do this every time.
You have no idea what it's like to be a Munchlax. I'm always hungry, Bruce.
Oh
Okay.
man, I'm very grateful for that.
Okay.
I
So
am not.
Anyway,
always
thank you, buddy.
hungry.
Thanks for waking me up and giving me this delicious breakfast. Is there more?
There is more out in the lobby. If you
I'm
just
gone.
get off me first, please.
I'm already gone. As soon as you said there was more, I'm running.
Sammy is just gone. Okay, so Sammy's out eating breakfast. The three of you are currently in the room. Are you guys going to go out and eat breakfast, or are you going to discuss this letter?
I mean, the whole purpose of waking Sammy up was to get us all together to go through this letter.
Well, that didn't seem to work out so well, now did it?
I figured I just went back to the room by myself while the other two were grabbing breakfast.
That's what I thought too.
I didn't think the other two were with me.
Okay,
Yeah, I thought they were eating, yeah.
Are you guys going out to see Sammy?
Yeah, I've had I'll say that I've had 3 strips of Boca bacon, a waffle with pineapple berries on it, and a glass of orange juice, and
Okay.
I'll head back in.
Okay, so before all of that, Sammy, roll me Constitution again. As you are on an animalistic rage for food, I need to see how much you actually consume before the others get to it.
14.
14. So you managed to control yourself just enough to seem civilized. But after all
Toppling Bruce, that's fine. We're in private. But when we're down at the breakfast hall, I
as
act normal.
as Sammy is finishing up his breakfast, more than half of the breakfast bar is gone.
Oh, that's some good breakfast right there.
Yeah. Actually, I want to do the math on this real quick. You said that a Munchlax eats its own weight in
Okay.
In a day,
right?
Yeah.
Assuming you have 3 meals a day, that means you have consumed approximately 83 pounds of food just now.
Oh my gosh.
That's assuming he eats the same amount at every meal.
Yeah.
That is true. There was definitely not 83 pounds of food at this breakfast buffet. So, I'm gonna say, even though over half of the breakfast buffet is gone, you are still hungry. You have only eaten 40 pounds of food.
You've only eaten 40 pounds of food. Like, that's a small amount. Oh, man.
It is for me. Anyway.
Oh, that is so weird. So I looked up Munchlax's weight. Underneath it, it says people also search for. That has gotta be a coincidence, because I have not looked these up. It says people also search for Riolu weight and Pikachu weight. That has gotta be a coincidence.
I mean,
Okay.
they are 2 popular Pokemon.
I guess so, yeah.
They were
Alright.
Munchlax and Riolu were both released early.
They were
in
both
the
released early, yeah.
early era.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so to get us back on track, everyone has eaten breakfast, I assume, and is congregating in the hotel room.
I did not eat part of the table.
You rolled a 14. As a civilized person, you did not, in fact, eat the table.
I'm just laughing at the fact that was even a possibility.
So, Walter holds up the piece of paper and gestures to you, Sammy, and he's like, the whole reason we even woke you up in the first place is because of the mail. I guess
You could have just told me there was free breakfast and I would have been right down.
You were asleep. How are we supposed to tell you we had free breakfast if you were asleep?
Oh, I guess you don't know Sammy very well. If you just mention food in his presence, he's wide awake.
He will
ready
wake
to
up.
eat.
So he holds up the piece of paper and notices that everyone is around him, and he opens up the paper, and inside are 2 pieces of paper. I will now go ahead and read what is on the first piece of paper. It is addressed. I can't read. Says, Dear Walter. Walter, are you okay? I got a letter from Vince saying he abandoned you. I'm canceling the tour right now and coming home. Please send me a letter as soon as you can. Ask Hikaru if you can stay at her place for a while. I know you two are good friends and her mom would be understanding. I've included the letter that Vince sent me. Love, Veronica. And I guess I haven't said, Veronica is Walter's mom. You guys would probably know that.
Wow.
For Monica.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this, Walter.
Wow, your mom really cares.
That's so sweet of her.
She's the best.
Yeah, she's really nice. She looks very concerned as he looks at the second piece of paper. And the second piece of paper says, hey Veronica, I dumped that kid finally. He's been nothing but a nuisance since you left. He's an adult now, can fend for himself. Anyway, where's that money I asked for, eh? You said your paycheck was coming in next week, and that was last week, and I got nothing. Vince.
Vince! I like how he signs off with attitude.
And
Vince.
I don't remember if I've said this before. Vince is Walter's quote-unquote dad.
Yes.
The Vigoroth.
So, yes,
That's
Vince
right.
the
It was a
Vigoroth.
Vigoroth.
You say, what's a Vigoroth?
No, I said that's right. It was a Vigoroth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So, Walter
He was
looked
Scottish.
very concerned at the second piece of paper and starts getting a little bit mad. He's like, well, I guess I gotta stop over at the post office later then, huh? And he rips up the second piece of paper and throws it in the waste bin next to him.
And then Hikaru just like thunder shocks it and it burns to a crisp.
It's time to roll for accuracy.
Okay, I was expecting
Don't
Bruce
roll
to
on
burn
that.
it, but that...
Bruce doesn't care about a letter. That letter can't send any message anymore.
That letter can't hurt me.
Also, I think
What do I have to
Bruce.
roll?
Just roll an
4.
attack.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bruce also
you
I
probably
rolled a
wasn't-
4. It has to be to 6.
okay, you hit the waste basket, and essentially it does burn up. I was just seeing if you either got a
Nat 20
success.
or a nat 1.
yeah, basically a nat 20 or a nat
Yeah.
1. All right, so yeah, you thundershock
Was
it.
the wastebasket metal? Did she, like, electrocute the basket?
It is the
Awesome.
waste basket is metal, and it burns up to note. But below you hear as someone below you yells out in pain.
I thought we were on the ground floor.
To
Right.
the basement.
You hear the store clerk go, ah! He yelps in pain.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my gosh!
What?
How did I hurt the store clerk?
the wastebasket was metal, and we're gonna say it's touching the ground, so it's touching some electrical. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just for the record, I think once Bruce, realized that it was, personal stuff with, Walter, he sort of, started only half paying attention.
I thought you were going to say he was going to walk away.
Well,
No,
I
it
don't care
wasn't
about
going to be
this.
that much because Walter wanted everyone to be there for it, but he was going to, just in case it was something applying to everyone, he was going to be paying attention, but if it was just, personal business with Walter, he wasn't going to pay attention too much for, privacy.
Yeah, Walter's like, well, I mean, you're right here, Hikaru, so I guess yeah, well, my mom said, I guess I don't have a place to stay. Is it okay if I stay with you for now? I mean, we're here in Falkenberg, but, I mean, surely we're going back to Gale Beach, right? At some point?
I hope so. Well, if we do go back to Gale Beach, you're always welcome to stay with me. We've got an extra room.
Oh, thank you. I said, yeah, I'll have to go back and talk with my mom. Oh, God. Oh, no, the house. Oh, crap. I really hope someone put that out. And he starts looking even more worried than he was, remembering that the house is probably gone, and judging by the letter, Walter's mom does not, in fact, know this.
Sammy will go up to Walter and put his hand on his shoulder and be like, "It's alright, we sent a Sharpedo and a Garchomp over to put it out, right? They handled it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What about the Totodile?
And the Totodile.
Yeah, we did handle that. Let's just assume it was taken care of.
He
Your house should be
so unsure.
probably okay.
I sure hope so. I mean, I guess we'll find out soon enough. Anyway, wherever we're gonna be going, we're going over to, he looks at Bruce, the Absol? What's her name again?
Blair.
Yeah, that's
Blair
it. We're
is her
going
name.
over to Blair's place. I guess we'll just stop at the post office while we're on the way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are you gonna send a letter?
I mean, yeah, I
Your
can't
mom?
have my mom worried like that.
Mm.
We set her house on fire. I ran away from home, and I probably, in her eyes, look like some crazy maniac right now. I can't just.
She is the only one of our parents that doesn't know what's going on.
I don't think any of your parents know that we set fire to my house. So,
Okay, that's not what I meant.
uh,
I just
And
meant that we were here and not at home.
that's true. She doesn't know I'm here. Right. All right. Before we go anywhere, we have to stop at the post office.
Yeah.
And he starts walking out the door.
Sammy will grab some bagels and stick them under his fur on the way out.
Please,
Nice.
please tell me you're not sticking them in your armpit hairs.
No!
No, they've got the extra patch of fur around like their stomach area.
In most of his dex entries, it says Munchlax hides food under their fur, except sometimes they forget that they even have it there.
Your armpits are very furry. I will say that.
Does it go bad?
Sometimes, and sometimes, I think it said that it doesn't often bother them. I don't know. They will eat food whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of Snorlax's Pokedex entries say that it's not affected by any kind of poison. Its
Is it
stomach
not?
can digest any kind of poison.
Huh. Well, that sounds overpowered. I wonder if that'll come into play at all.
Depends on if Sammy has the ability immunity or not.
Sammy has thick fat.
Okay, just thick fat. I think that resistance against fire and ice, if I remember right.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, that could come in handy in the future. All right, so Walter's heading out the door. What are you guys doing?
How far away is the post office from where we're going?
Constant Street.
You guys have never been to Vulcanburg before, so you don't know.
I will look for a map.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna say the lobby has some maps there, like some travel guides. Yeah, there's some travel guides there at the front of the lobby.
So I'll grab a map.
Right. Now, I don't actually have an official map of Vulcanburg, but I have a general idea of what things are supposed to look like. So, you look at this map, and this is basically what you see. You guys are in the... Why can I never remember this? I can't differentiate between uptown and downtown. Whatever the skyscraper place is called. That's where you guys are right now.
Downtown.
Downtown.
Okay, that's downtown, I guess. So you guys are in downtown. Wow, I almost said New York. Vulcanburg. you guys are not in New York. You guys are in downtown Vulcanburg.
I mean,
And-
downtown of a state.
I meant New York City, but yeah.
Oh.
Well, we also have a downstate and an upstate.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to get into that. I don't know that. And all right, so you guys are in the downtown of Vulcanburg, and you guys are about what seems to be 30-minute walk from the. So after roll me roll investigation. Whoever's holding the map, I think Hikaru.
Yeah, that's me. What's investigation?
I believe it's the same thing. as
Smart.
Perception. No, it's not. Yeah, it's smart.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm gonna-
Oh yeah, investigation is smart. Okay. Yep.
Mhm.
I got an 11.
Okay, so after some time, you locate Houston Street. It is not in the downtown. It is like on the very, very edge, like right where it's transitioning between the downtown and uptown, the residential area.
Mhm.
You see some buildings around. You see a general shop. You see, I don't know, the general shops and grocery stores, the alarm clock department store.
Bank, maybe? Somewhere?
You really want me?
A bank, maybe?
You really want me
Perhaps.
to expand on this? If Bruce ever gets a hold of a map, he can look for it, but Hikaru's the one holding the map. So that is what you
Is there a
see.
mailbox around here?
I'm going
Like in the
to
hotel, even?
say there's you guys know there's like USPS mailboxes, like mail. What are those things called? Are they mailboxes? The big mail
Yeah.
collection things.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
mailbox.
Mailboxes.
Okay, sure. There's big mail collection boxes, and the hotel has one right outside the door. And every morning, they go through that and distribute mail between everybody, which is how Walter got his mail.
So I guess Walter could just
Drop
drop
a
his letter in
in-
the box there.
Theoretically, yes. So are you conveying this to Walter? He is not
Yes.
outright looking for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Walter, there might be a mailbox around here that you could drop off your letter in if you want to.
Oh yeah, there was one. I think it's right out. Yeah, it's over there. He points out the, I'm gonna say glass doors where you can see the mailbox, and he runs back into the hotel room, and he about a minute later he comes out with a piece of paper that's folded up, and you can see it has his address written on it.
Mm-hmm. Can I? Do you want to show me what you've written?
If you give me a couple minutes, I can write something out. Yeah, give me
or
one.
Just tell me what you wrote.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna write something that Walter would write.
You didn't have everything written down. So, hey, Hikaru, you been working on any more songs?
Yeah, I've been writing some songs. I've been writing a song about falling in love. I feel like almost every song is about that.
Oh, that's deep, yeah.
Okay, so Walter comes out with the piece of paper, and you said you're asking him what he wrote?
Yeah, if he wants to share it with me.
Okay, so he hands you the piece of paper. It's a little bit rumpled. And as you open it, this is what it says. Hey Mom, I'm fine. Me, Hikaru, and Bruce and Sammy went to Vulcanburg for a vacation. Our teacher, Mr. Dr. Suma, sent us here because we graduated and we're having lots of fun. Don't worry about me. Love you, Mom. Walter.
Yeah, seems good enough.
Alright, sure. And he takes the paper back. You can see on the front of it, it's got his home address. And it just says Veronica. Sorry, not Veronica. Vince, because Vince is the one that lives in the house currently. Or so you assume, anyway. And he drops it in the mail slot, and he heads back to you guys. And he is done with his mail, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you sure your mom is gonna be okay?
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm not worried, but I feel like Vince is the one that's in trouble right now. Or, sorry, my dad. I don't call him Vince. Oops. I'm sure my dad's the one that's in trouble right now. Saying how we, set fire to his house. Oh, crap. I actually, maybe I should have mentioned something about that. Whatever. We'll be fine. Let's just
Too late now. It's in the box.
Yeah, let's just move on. We can have stuff to do today. Hello everyone, I am Dakota here to thank you for listening to our episode. Our show comes out every other week, Sunday morning. Go follow us on Instagram at PMDPathThroughTime and at Twitter at PMDPathThroughTime. That is through spelled with a U. In our Discord, we can receive updates on the show and talk to us and give us ideas, such as questions of the episode submissions. Speaking of which, this week our submission comes in from Spirit, and he asks, another question. Possibly cost expensive, but could we look forward to a PTT original song and maybe an OST at some point? Nope, not in the slightest. And with that, let us thank the music producers for this episode. Thank you to Poshly Heights from Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, 1 PM from Animal Crossing New Leaf, Motostoke from Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, and my editor tells me I have been saying this name wrong. I don't know how to pronounce it, so we're going with that. Pokemon Center theme Lo-Fi Lullaby Remix by Glitch X City, Kanalave City from Pokemon BDSP, again, probably saying that wrong. Now, normally we would get back to the show at this point, but I actually have a promo for us today. That's right, our very first promo. I'd like to introduce to you a show that I've started listening to recently that I actually really enjoy. It is called The Stench of Adventure. You may or may not have heard of them before, but they are a really great show. Let me just play the trailer for you.
This season, the fate of the galaxy rests in the hands of one woman.
Who is it?
You, Stella.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I can do that. Can you pick someone else?
No, this is always the direction the series was going. I plotted this very carefully. We're already 3 seasons in.
It's just that I'm kind of getting an anxious tummy.
Stella, you have to save the galaxy.
I can't save the galaxy. I can't even save a Word document.
You can't?
No.
The point is, you're going to have to save the galaxy whether you like it or not.
I don't like it at all.
The penultimate season of The Stench of Adventure will premiere
Summer 2023.
Okay,
Yeah, let's head on.
onward to this address.
Okay, I'm going. Let me see there. Let me see if there's an appropriate role for this. Da, 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 da.
We have a map of the city. We can
You
just
do
go
have-
there.
Yeah, fair enough. You guys have a map of the city. Are you guys looking for anything along the way? Are you guys doing anything? Or are you guys just heading straight there?
Let's just head right over.
Straight
Uh,
there.
Alright, 30 minutes pass, and you guys. Actually, no. I said 30 minutes before, but for reasons you might find out later, it is an hour and a half. Does that change anything?
Like, no.
No.
Okay, cool. So
Is it
yeah.
an hour and a half of
Bruce?
walking, or does that include the hotel stuff?
No, that's just the walk. So you
Okay.
guys spend the next hour and a half walking, and you guys arrive at a place called Arkheron's Library.
Arkheron's Library?
Yes, that is spelled Arkheron.
Okay.
Library, spelled library. If you,
As if library is a is a letter.
well, fun fact, my sister used to call libraries blueberries when she was very little. Yeah. So, you guys have arrived at Arkheron's it's Arkheron's Library. There we go.
Here we are at the Archeops Library.
Yep, you guys.
No, it's
Arkheron's Library.
Arkheron's Library. Whatever you
Archeons.
said. Okay.
It's Arkheron. That's the official pronunciation.
Arkheron. Alright, I got it. Okay, Arkheron.
So to paint the scene, you guys are on a key intersection of two minor streets. One is Houston and the other is unnamed. I don't feel like naming it, and I'm not going to. So around
So the street sign says unnamed street.
fine. This is
You asked for that.
You were
Okay.
begging for that one.
Yep.
This library is a corner on the corner of Houston and unnamed. Thank you.
And
And,
it's House
down
Ton,
the-
like spelled house and ton.
Yes, house-ton.
Yeah.
You guys see on the corner is Arkheron's Library. Next to it is a general shop. It says like Kangaskhan's shop, or it's just a general store. Across from Arkheron's Library, and a little bit down the road, you see an enormous alarm clock store with a mob of people outside of it. And other than that, it's just like houses and residential stuff.
Huh.
Good thing we don't
What's
need an
going on?
alarm clock.
What's going
I
on?
They
know.
must
over
be buying
there?
the new model of the iClock.
The
eye clock.
the eye clock.
That's the only reason I
Yeah.
could think of everyone being in line for alarm clocks.
Yes. For further context, this alarm clock department store, if you were to go up to it, takes up 4 blocks, a 4-block square. It is a gigantic department store for alarm clocks, and it is called the Alarm Clock Store.
Is it on Unnamed Street?
It is on unnamed street.
Got real
So you-
creative with this street.
So you guys are now standing in front of Arkheron's library.
Bruce pulls out the address sheet one more time just to double check, because
Address sheet.
weren't we expecting a house address?
Roll me perception. Well, actually, hold on. Are you saying this to the group, or are you thinking this to yourself?
I'm saying this to the group.
Everyone roll group perception. I will take the average.
I got a 19.
Hold on one second.
17.
Hold on, out of my calculator. Okay,
You
19.
weren't ready.
What did Shawn have?
17.
Oh
17?
wait, I forgot my modifier. With my modifier, that's a 21.
Okay, 21.
I got a 4.
I don't have a modifier.
Okay, 4, and I've got to roll for Walter. Let me pull up my pot. Oop. Okay, that's I think a 6. What? That's perception is beauty. God, this is a spaghetti mess. Alright, it's a 7. 49, 45, 4. Okay, so overall you guys rolled a 12.25. I'm gonna say that is a partial success, so I'm gonna say you guys notice that the library is built onto the side of a house. It looks like your typical library with not glass walls, but large windows on the side. And on the side it looks like it seems to be built into a house, basically.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess the house is where Blair lives.
Yeah,
It
that's more
is-
like it.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See,
Shouldn't we check the library first to see if she's there? It might be just kind of rude to just go in their house.
you guys
Well, we
just-
could always just
I
knock.
was gonna. Yeah, I was gonna knock on the door.
Okay, at this point it's about 9:30, so just FYI. All right, so you
probably
guys.
closer to 10 o'clock because we could take the time for breakfast and Sammy
true,
eating
actually.
40 pounds of food.
It was an hour. Yeah, it was an hour and a half to get here, so it probably was like
Yes.
an hour at the hotel.
So yes, I'm gonna say it's 10 o'clock. So are you guys going to the library or the house?
Let's go into the house.
House.
Well,
All right.
knock on the door of the house.
So you guys knock on the door. Nobody
Are there,
answers.
like multiple tenants? Do you have to ring?
No, it's a single house.
Okay.
Are there multiple doors?
I'm gonna say there's a front door and a back door, but you to get to the back door you have to go through like a garden on the other side of the building.
Sounds like nobody's home.
Yeah.
Blair was
They're-
expecting us, wasn't she?
I wonder if they're
Or
outside.
weren't they?
What? Was
Uh,
she? Did she know we were coming?
Mr. Farnsworth said he was sending a letter in advance to let Blair know that you were coming.
Huh.
Well, I guess we'll just sit here till she comes home.
God. You guys, are you actually just going to sit there?
Why don't we could break in.
Let's not add to our,
Rap sheet.
Hikaru, you're like
little,
the last person I expected to say that, actually.
I just love that. I love that. There's just a long silence, and Hikaru's like, we could break in. No.
I don't think we need to add anything to our list of felonies with the group,
Yeah.
You guys have barely left the city. You guys have committed multiple crimes already.
We set a house on fire, nearly kidnapped a Sharpedo.
And you basically robbed the hotel of 40 pounds of food.
Wait a minute. Wasn't Hikaru supposed to be like the lawful good of the group?
Yeah! Yeah.
That's why Sammy said, I didn't expect that from you, Hikaru.
Hikaru is just over here talking about kidnapping a Sharpedo and then
She's got a
breaking
dark
into
side.
house.
I didn't say we could kidnap the Sharpedo. Alright.
Someone
I mean, it
said
was-
they were nabbing the Sharpie.
You wanted to nab the Sharpedo.
No, I meant like get his attention.
We know,
Jesus.
we just like it's funny.
Hey, it's
Alright.
like Bruce talking to a table.
We could like go check the library.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, you guys get to the front of the library and it is open.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a
Okay.
rock through the window.
So we go in the library.
Thank you. So you guys go into the library.
So it took you
sorry.
long enough to go into the library.
I'm sure. I don't know what I expected. You guys were standing. Sorry, that's my bad. You guys enter the library and you hear a voice saying, "Oh, good morning. How can I help you guys?" And you see an Absol at the front desk.
Oh.
Yeah.
You must be.
I shoot
Are
some
you-
finger guns at her and I say, "Hey, we're looking for Blair. Are you her?"
That's me. Can I help you with something?
Did you receive a letter recently about some people coming from Gale Beach?
As you say that, her face brightens up. Oh, you guys. Oh, that's you guys. Oh, okay.
That's us.
Right. And she pulls out the letter, and
I'm one
again,
of those people too.
she pulls out a letter from beside her, and it says, I don't know, what does it say? I don't have something prepared for this. It says, Dear Blair the Absol, I am sending 4 missionaries to your location to discuss the possibilities of space-time travel. Whatever that means. Anyway, have a good day, Mr. Farnsworth. Before we have any further
I just
conversation,
love how the tone of
I'm
the
going...
letter changes midstream.
yeah. The library itself is it's larger than you expect. There are tons of books. You guys get the old musty paper smell, very dusty. There's books of all sorts. You can see signs labeling all of the different genres. There's an entire genre for just maps itself. And it looks like basically any book you could ever want is in this place.
Cool.
That's the
So-
only thing you guys have to say.
Wait.
Well, we're
Right.
kind of here to talk to Blair, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
books really weren't the point.
I know, I was just giving you guys a description. This is an audio podcast after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh yeah, that's a lot of books. Wow, so cool. Wow, books.
Thank you. They were my fan.
Sammy's not interested in books.
Did you say that out loud?
Shawn said that.
Bruce will go. I think Bruce will go over to the map section. And
Are you sure he's not going to the newspapers to look into banks?
Before
Right.
you head off to, I mean, unless you actually just want to disengage from the conversation. But Blair looks at you and says, "Oh, you guys are the." And she looks at the paper. Space time rift people. What? Anywho, yes, I guess you guys are friends of Mr. Farnsworth, so you guys are friends with me. What can I do for you guys? We got books of all sorts here. You see, like, side eyes, Sammy. Sammy's the one that said he wasn't interested in books, right?
He did not. I said that.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. Alright, she doesn't do
Okay.
that. And she's like, yeah,
She
we got
doesn't.
books of all sorts. I don't know about time space rifts, but... So, yeah, what can I help you guys for?
Anything about cosmology, the history of the universe?
Giant hairs in the sky that leave my friend paralyzed. He couldn't even look away from it.
She actually kind of recoils when you say that. She's like, what? Huh? Okay, clearly you guys have a story to tell. Come over here. And she leads you to a corner of the library where there's, like, beanbag chairs and couches. It's a reading area. And she sits down on the couch. You guys clearly have a story to tell. Why don't you guys start? I'm gonna say you guys don't have to retell the entire thing. You can either tell it how you want, or if you just want to exclude anything, we can go with that.
I gotta tell this story again.
You don't have
No,
to.
I got it. Don't worry, Bruce. I got it.
You didn't see what I saw though, did you?
Well, no, I was running around scared. I didn't see much, but I figured I could paraphrase for you.
Okay, you do the talking then.
Yeah, you go sit down on the beanbag.
Wait,
Don't
are
catch
you
on fire.
Hold on, are you telling Blair to sit on the beanbag? She's sitting
I
on
was
the
telling
couch.
Bruce to sit on the beanbag.
Oh, I thought you were commanding Blair to sit on the beanbag. I'm like, she's already sitting on the couch.
No, you sit over there.
Yeah. So, right.
So what happened was we had a test for our final day of school. Our teacher, Mr. Dr. Sumo, he said, go into this forest, get to the clearing, get this apple. We didn't know it was an apple at the time. So we get there. Let me tell you, Bruce and I, we breezed through that dungeon. It was fun. It was great. We got some got some good cash. But at the end, hey, hold up. Save questions for after.
Okay.
We get to the end of the clearing, right? Hikaru got there first, but she turned back. She turned back. Then Walter was there when we got there. Walter, that's Walter. He's over there. When we got there, we saw Walter on. He looked like he was dead. He was just on the ground.
Hold on, wait. He looks over at Walter, and as you said Walter's name, he kind of waved. What do you mean? Hold on, back up a second. You went to a clearing, and Walter, your name.
Hang on,
right?
I didn't get to the best part yet. I told you, save the questions for later.
Fine. And
Above
Walter's
Walter, there was this giant hole, a big rift, a big tear, something. It was glowing. It was scary.
All right, you said questions for later. All right, continue.
And Bruce and I, we got up to it. I couldn't comprehend it. I just kind of ran from it. Well, Bruce was standing there staring, and he said he saw every possibility of everything and all this stuff that shouldn't even happen. He just kept walking towards it and kept seeing all these different realities or something. I don't know.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's about it.
And before they got there, I saw, I got to the forest clearing, and I saw my friend Walter just like walking towards the middle of the clearing like a zombie, and then he keeled over, and then I just
doesn't
ran
look
out
like
of
a zombie.
Hey, Hikaru, didn't you say that Walter didn't even remember any of that?
That Walter didn't remember?
Yeah, when you guys talked to him in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Walter did not remember walking like a zombie.
No, but I remember
I
what I saw. I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Hikaru would have remembered.
Yeah.
Is that all? Can I ask questions now?
Oh yeah, you're good.
Okay. So first of all, you say, what do you mean a rift? Like something was torn, or there's? What do you mean by a rift?
Okay, I might be able to explain this one best. Just
Okay.
imagine if you just saw the sky, and then all of a sudden there was a jagged hole that appeared in the sky itself.
So like the entire sky was ripped open.
But not the entire sky. Just like, think of like 10 by 10, or like, I guess like a 10 by 4 oval shaped hole with jagged edges
10 by 4
above
what?
this apple.
Millimeters?
We didn't even see the
Miles?
apple.
Like the tiles on the ground.
Huh? Shit. Me, the DM, I know what you mean by the.
Maybe I broke the fourth wall. It's fine.
Right, yes, the tiles on the ground. I'm gonna take it you mean paces. Like 10 by 4 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with
Uh,
that.
Okay, so what you're describing is basically a portal above the ground. What's your name? She gestures towards the Cyndaquil. Bruce. Jeez.
I am Bruce.
Okay, you
Bruce
said.
Flameback.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. As in Flameback Incorporated?
Yes, that.
Oh, you must be related to. What's Miss Flameback's name again? Gerald?
Gerald?
Wait, what?
I don't know. I don't remember her name.
I never gave my mom a name, Bruce's mom a name.
Well, here's your insert character name here screen.
Okay.
No, Gerald's just not after right there.
Geraldine.
No, not Geraldine. We're gonna go with Caroline.
Caroline. I'll write that down later. Okay. So you must be related to Caroline Flameback, right?
Yes, that is my mother.
Oh, I've never met her, but I've heard of her work. Anyway, we're getting off topic. So.
Well, if you've heard of the Flamebacks, I'm sure you've heard of the Pepperonis, right?
No.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. No, it's fine.
Okay. Right. Back on topic. You guys, from what you said, Bruce, you saw infinite possibilities that can't be described? It almost sounds like you were looking into a portal.
Yeah. I mean, I just saw all of everything that could possibly happen happening all at once.
Everything almost sounds like you broke reality. What did you guys do anything to cause this, or?
Not that we know of. It was just we walked into the clearing, we saw that, we were either terrified or drawn to it. I mean, I was still terrified, but I was too curious to look away.
Oh yes, the flamebacks. She chuckles at that.
I'm
At
just
this
sitting
point,
here.
Sammy's sitting in the beanbag eating a bagel.
I'm just sitting on my beanbag, wide-eyed, because I have no idea what the others are talking about.
Oh yeah,
She-
you didn't see any of this. That's right.
She stands up and goes to one of the bookshelves in the other corner of the library, and she comes back and she is holding the Book of Books. It is a very large book, about as big as the dictionary, and as she opens it up, you can see it contains the name of every book ever created, up to that time period, of which you don't know yet. And she flips through the book, and she couldn't find it. She starts over, looks at the index, and is like, "Oh!" And she goes to some page number, I don't know, 382, I don't know. And she points her finger. This might be the book you guys are looking for. It's one of the only ones I don't have in my collection. And as you guys lean in, which I'm assuming you're doing, you guys see that she is pointing to the LGM's Guide to the Galaxy by Dr. Hoot Hoot.
Yes. I love this. I love where this is going.
She points to these words and she says, "This is one of the only books I've ever come across that I've never been able to obtain for myself. The only other known copy I've ever seen, the only copy I've ever seen was in the Volkenberg Art and Music Museum. And that was stolen like 10, 12 years ago? That was a long time ago. I haven't seen that book in forever. I've always wanted, because it's priceless. Like, could you imagine owning such a book?" And she like gets a 1,000-yard stare for a second.
Whoa.
Anyway,
Sammy just waves his hand in front of her face. Hello.
oh, right. Sorry. Anyway, I think your best bet would be to go to the Art and Music Center to see. And she gives a deep sigh and it's like, "I've always wanted to pursue this book. I've tried buying it from the museum themselves, but their asking price was just too high. And ever since it was stolen, I've always wanted to track down the culprit. But ever since my family went missing and left me the library, I haven't had the time or funds to be able to go find the culprit. So I was hoping maybe if I brought back the book to the library, they'd let me keep it as a thank you for rescuing such a priceless book. But no one's ever managed to catch the thief, so it's gone as far as I know."
I'm sorry to hear
I
about your
always
family,
thought-
Blair.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine. That happened. She gets a little bit of a dark stare. She's like, "Yeah, it happened. It's whatever.
Do you
But-
know what happened to them?
Not exactly. It's not a story for today.
Mhm.
But you guys, if you want to know more about this book, you guys should probably go talk to the library. Maybe you
museum?
guys could go find the book. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. She pushes her glasses back onto her face, which I never mentioned she had. She is wearing reading glasses, and she has a very beautiful necklace on. She pushes her
It's
glasses.
just beautiful.
It is just beautiful. It's not even objective. It is just straight up beautiful.
By the way, I love your necklace.
Oh, thank you.
It's so it's so beautiful.
Like
It
Hikaru
was
is
my
just like
mom's.
clearly blushing.
Yes, Hikaru like that. Anyway, you guys should go talk to the museum. I'm sure they'll know more about the details.
I always thought that book was just a myth. Like, I think I remember my mom telling me about that book years ago. I never thought it was like, I didn't think it actually existed.
Huh. I mean, your mom, she's gotta be kind of wealthy, right? Maybe you guys should go I don't know if it's even possible to find the book anymore. I mean, the knowledge in those books, well, I don't know exactly what's in them, but judging by the title of the book, it sounds like it's got to be something to do with it. I mean, nobody's been able to study the universe, I guess, if that's what they're calling it. And very few people have ever managed to gather research on it, because those who claim to be quote-unquote aliens are, wow, no one's ever managed to find one. Except this Dr. Hoot Hoot. He seems to know a lot about this kind of stuff.
Dr.
I just
Hoot
got
Hoot.
I just got
Dr.
it.
Hoot Hoot.
Uh,
Yeah, but Dr. Hoot Hoot died like
I just got
a long
it,
time ago.
and I'm sitting in front of a Doctor Who poster. I just got it.
uh,
Yeah.
Above board.
Yeah,
Um,
Dr. Hoot Hoot's been deceased for quite a number of decades at this point, but
Oh,
his research
boy.
still lives on. So, anyway, that's about all I know about that kind of stuff. I'd love to research this more. Maybe at some point, if you guys could stop in the future, I'd love to hear more about what you guys have going on. It sounds fascinating.
I love the idea of going to a museum of art and music, but I mean, I really love music, but I'm quite unsure why a museum of art and music would have a book about the universe, the galaxy. Is that the word they
Well,
used?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, very people have ever studied the realm outside of this place we call Outcast, but we yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? Books, they're a form of art. I mean,
Yeah,
the amount
it's a
of
book. It's probably got pretty pictures in it.
It stares at you like, seriously.
Yeah.
was the book called LGM's Guide to the Galaxy or LGM's
Yeah.
Guide to the Universe?
It's called LGM's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
But he
Okay.
references both, or for what I've heard, it references both the galaxy and the universe extensively. I've never managed to get my paws on it, so I can't know for sure.
Well,
Sounds like a very interesting book.
I just had
Yeah.
a thought.
Yeah.
I applied to college in Valkenburg. I think it was I don't know. Give me a name. I'm thinking like some.
It's the name of the college.
Yeah.
Are you saying this? Are you saying this to Blair?
To Blair, yes.
I mean, yeah, we've only got one college here. It's the Valkenburg College of.
Oh, sorry. No. I'm
Valkenburg.
asking you, Dakota, what the name of the college would be.
Oh, well. Either way, Blair can answer because.
Right. I was just
Right,
thinking
it's the
like.
Valkenburg College of Valkenburg. I've actually been there myself.
Mhm.
I had to drop out to take care of the library, though. You say you're a
Wait,
fellow
did you say it's the
student?
Valkenburg College of Valkenburg?
Yes. The naming could have been better, but
Man,
that's what they
Valkenburg is
decided
great
to
with
name it.
names.
It's almost like someone came up with it on the spot.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if there's any faculty there who we could talk to about these rifts in the universe, fabric of
There's
the
no
universe.
no one at the campus actually studies the outer space, as they call it, as a general term. But I suggest going to the museum. They're the ones who held the book.
Mm,
You could always go to the college. I'm just not sure how much people will be able to help you there.
right. Well, do you know of any scholars who are still living who study outer space?
Scholars of study outer space. I don't think so. No, it's such a obscure topic. I mean, the only up and coming scholars that I know of are like. She stares off in the distance again, like Sandoran. There's, yeah, I don't know. But none of them will be able to help you. So, I very highly suggest you guys go to the museum first and see where that leads you.
Yeah, let's go to the museum.
Okay. Yeah, let me know if I could be of any further assistance. I'm very interested in this book. If you guys ever manage to get your hands on it, please let me know. If you guys would be willing to make a donation at any point, I'm always accepting.
We're broke high school students, high school graduates. but
I'm sure that one isn't, as he points at Bruce.
I mean, we put a lot of the money back into the business and to charities. Like, we got about 20 different charities that we fund a lot of. So,
Oh wow. And she like gives you a wink. She's like, "Could you mention my company to your mom next time you see her?"
yeah, I can see what I can do.
technically the library is a
If-
charity. Speaking
yeah.
above board.
Yes.
Yeah, technically yes. As you walked in, I'm gonna say you guys noticed a donation jar there at the front desk. All right, well, if that's all, I don't want to hold you guys too long. If you, just probably get over to the museum or college or whatever you guys are doing before they close.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much, Miss Blair.
Of course, yeah. Please get back to me whenever you can. I, like I've said this 100 times, but I am extremely interested to hear more about this book. If you guys are pursuing it, I've always wanted to find this book. Just never had the time or money to do so because I'm always so busy running this library.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
must
we'll
be
let
hard
you know.
work.
Yeah, it's a living.
We'll keep you in our thoughts, Blair.
Thank you. And Blair stands up and heads back to the front desk.
And I guess we'll head over to the museum then.
All right, and with that, we will end this episode. I have been Dakota, your PM, your DM, your GM.
I'm Evelyn, playing a very flustered Hikaru.
And I'm Eli playing Bruce.
And I've been Shawn, playing a Munchlax named Sammy, who's still kind of hungry.
Thank you for listening to this episode. We'll see you next time.